Lydia Nicole. We're here today making crab cakes. First thing we're going to do is actually make a sauce, the binding ingredient for the crab cakes. Crab cakes are very fragile. You don't want to mix them up too much because you want to be able to see the actual lumps of the crab meat. So what you need to do is actually make your sauce first and then combine your crabs. Okay, next we're going to cut some chives. We put chives in instead of scallions because we're also going to be putting some sauteed onions in it. You don't want too much of a overpowering onion flavor, but you want some in it to make it flavorful. The crab is the star. We're using flat leaf parsley here today. There's a difference. You can get flat leaf or curly parsley. Flat leaf tends to have more flavor than curly parsley, surprisingly enough. You know, because parsley doesn't have that much flavor. It actually, you know, it blends a clean feeling in your mouth. And also it brings a little brightness to the crab cakes that we're doing today. We're just taking off the big leaves. So then you're just going to take them and sort of do like a little twist with them in your hands. Okay. And then just going to go down. And down. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Pull it all together. One more time. And that's going to be it. It's really a little rough chop. This is probably about another quarter of a cup. So we're going to just put it actually right on in. Next thing we're going to do is add some lemon. We're going to add some zest as well as the juice. We have 3 relatively small lemons here, so I think we're going to do 2. First we're going to zest it. We have our microplane here and this over bowl, and you're just going to go down. It's a great tool. Gives you all the nice oils and essence from the lemon. It goes right into your bowl. Squeeze the lemons in here. We have our juicer, lemon juicer here. Cut it in half. Put it in. I do both sides of the lemon to get the maximum amount of juice out of the lemon. So. Over. Get a lot of juice out of your lemons when you have your trusty lemon juicer. And we're just going to do 1 egg right now. Then we're going to see a little later if we want to put another in. But I think 1 for right now. Oops. Then we're going to add in some mayonnaise. I'm going to do about 1/4 cup. Yep, that's good. Spoon there. Then we're going to add approximately 2 tablespoons of mustard. Dijon. 1, 2. Next, we're going to add some of my homemade hot sauce. And soon, one day soon, we're going to do the recipe for the homemade hot sauce. We've been getting some questions about it. It's basically some jalapenos, some long hots, some vinegar, salt and pepper, and green peppers, I believe, some bell peppers. So we're going to add in about a tablespoon And yeah, 1 tablespoon we're gonna do. Don't want to make it too high, just want to make it interesting. Next, we're gonna add in some onions. This is just white onions that I sauteed, just in a little bit of olive oil, added a little bit of salt to them. This is gonna help the crab stay nice and moist and give it a little extra flavor. I think we're gonna add in about half of this, and then we'll see if we want to add more. I took 2 loaves of white bread and just put it in the blender, and make your own fresh, soft breadcrumbs. That's all it was. Just 2 regular white pieces of, you know, bread. And it's better than using sort of the like the regular store-bought breadcrumbs. We're going to use some panko later, which I think is different than like the Italian breadcrumbs, because it just gives it a nice crunchy edge on it, and it's a bigger breadcrumb. But this is for going to be inside your crab cake. That's going to keep it together, but not make it too dry and too stiff. This here is about 1½ cups. I'm going to add that whole thing in. Next, we're going to add Old Bay. It's Old Bay. There's no real substitute for Old Bay. Old Bay's, you're going to use it for your crabs. You're going to use it for your shrimp, seafood. It's great. I mean, we could come up with a new blend of it, and it'll be good too. But there's nothing like Old Bay. We're going to add in this probably a good 2 tablespoons. This is kosher salt. Old Bay itself has salt in it, so you don't want to overdo it on your regular salt too. And because the crab is from the seawater, it has a little bit of salt in it as well. So you don't want to make it too salty. You can always go back and add salt to it. So let's just add right now 2 teaspoons. And we're going to add some black pepper as well. A couple cranks of this. Okay, now what we have here is our mix of stuff. It's our breadcrumbs, it's our herbs, it's our egg, it's our mayonnaise. And what we're gonna do is just mix this up really well, and then we're gonna fold in our crab into this. We do it this way so that the crab, when we fold it in, it doesn't get too broken up, so that you still get some really nice chunks of crab meat. People spend a lot of money on your crab, and you wanna be able to tell that that's what it actually is, crab cakes. Looks kind of like a wet, messy stuff, but this is all good stuff. This is great stuff to go in the crab to make it taste good. Okay, we're at the crab part. We're excited here. We're gonna open the crab and pick through it loosely to get any loose shells that's in there, and then fold it into our nice mixture there. There are several different kinds of crab meat. You can get lump, jumbo lump, back fin, legs. Pretty much you can get crab in any kind of form nowadays. This is a special blend of crab, so they're doing sort of a combination of, you'll have a mix of some back fin in here, you'll have some mix of some lump in here, and the one thing about crab is also, it should smell clean. When you open it up and it hits you in the nose, it should be a clean smell. It really hardly any kind of odor. If it smells fishy or crabby, then that's not what you want. That's not what you need to take it back and say, hey, you're giving me something bad. This, I can smell as soon as I open it up. It smells nice and clean like the ocean. We're going to dump it into our bowl here. Okay, so now we have our lovely crab meat. And we're going to actually put this into our binder here and mix it all up. Very gently, you want to just stir this stuff in. You're actually folding it. Okay, we are at the process now where we're going to be making the actual cakes. what I do is actually use a ice cream scoop, so that way that they're all even and they're all the same size. And you could do different sizes. I have 2 scoops here actually. This is a really big one that would be obviously an entree size. And then you could do smaller ones for hors d'oeuvre or like a cocktail size, or maybe you want to do multiple ones on a plate. Depends on where you're going with it and what you want to do. This mixture has been cooled in the refrigerator. You can either cool it beforehand or cool it after you make your cake. So we're going to do a little bit of both actually. We put it in, let it rest for a little while, and you can get other things done while you're doing that. Now we're going to scoop them and put them in the panko bread. So first thing we're going to do is just go in. Gonna take a scoop, and then I just dump it right into the panko. You're going to go over around it. And then I'm just going to form it a little and then put it on a tray. You want to be very gentle with them. You don't want to make them too compressed and then they're heavy. You want them to be nice and light. Okay, we're at the process right now where we're going to sear our crab cakes. I say sear, but we're going to kind of fry them. I shouldn't say sear because they have a breading on them with the panko, and we're going to put some oil in the pan, and we're going to just do a shallow fry. It's not a deep fry, just a shallow fry. We're going to use vegetable oil in our pan. The pan has been heating up. You want a wide frying pan, that way you can get the most surface of the area, and you get more crab cakes in that way. I'm going to be very gentle with them because we didn't pack them really hard. Take much more longer on that side to make sure they get nice and golden brown, and basically you're just heating it through. Okay, well, we're finished. We have everything here from our sangria to our crab cakes, our star vehicle here, our green apple coleslaw, our roasted potatoes, dill roasted potatoes, our lemon aioli, and you know, we got a little lemon there for garnish. So I'm gonna plate up a plate and have Sutan come in and try it.
I can't wait. What made you pick this particular recipe for the crab cake?
It's a recipe that I've been developing over the years. I worked at a restaurant before and they did something similar, but I've tweaked it to make it mine.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make it mine with my fork. I'm not gonna keep the fork, but I'll try some of this. Woo! Here's to you, America. Time to do some backflips. Woo! Boy, girls. Oh, let me try some of this too. Coleslaw. I love my job. I don't even get paid. But fork you. So that's something. Sangria.
Sangria. I filled your there up a little.
That's okay. Like I said earlier, you brought the sunshine to this cold April. Crab cake, coleslaw. Oh, potatoes. I didn't try the potatoes yet. Coming at you. Subscribe. It only gets tastier and tastier. I might learn some manners to chew with my mouth closed. But
for family.
Thank you. Bon appetit.
Thank you. I'm gonna eat next.
Okay.